Morning, everyone. Today is, whoops, what happened? What happened? Don't know what happened. Back. Go back. Okay, sorry. Some weird thing happened with my phone. All right, so today's pattern is called Maddie by Leila Holter. First thing you do is a sort of a rice shape, a nice big one. Don't make it too tiny. And then you can make a row of them together. And then in the middle of each rice shape, you will put a line. And then on the pairs of rice shapes, you will put an arch. So you'd put one here, and then you'd put one here and here. And then you continue that arch down through from the midline to the midline through like that. And you end up with these little guys like this. And on her sample, it took me a minute to figure out where those arch shapes were. I mean, I see an arch here, but I didn't see the rice shapes for some reason. I was trying to see this as the rice shape, and I thought, well, that's not right. It's actually right here, right there, and right here, and they're not touching. And I think that's what confused me with trying to find the pattern in the sample, is that this and this weren't touching here. So they're in pairs, but the two that are closest together, or what appear to me to be closer together, are these, because of the way that they're connected like that. So I have no idea what I'm going to do yet. I don't know if I'm going to do some rows or I really just don't know what I'm going to do. So, what to do? What should we do with this one, folks? Should I do it like the sample and do some something in the middle? If I do some rice shapes here in the middle, I can get them to touch, I think, if I'm careful. Let's do that. Let's start with I like this sort of mandala look. I always like that. So let's try this. I'm gonna start right here and make a nice big one right there like that. And I'm gonna do them on the 4 axes first. And then I'll tuck those other ones inside. Oh, that's working. Okay. And then down the middle of them, I'm going to put the straight line. Pardon me for just 1 second. I need to take care of something here. Okay. I had a thought that popped into my head that you guys don't need to really know about, but I know that if while I'm drawing a thought pops into my head that needs to be taken care of, if I stop and make myself a note and write it down, then when I am finished with my drawing, I will go and take care of my thought instead of stopping what I'm doing at the moment. All right, so I've done it like that. So I'm going to connect 2 sets with those little arches. And it doesn't really make any difference where I start, so I'm going to just start right here. I'm going to go like this. And then we're just going to connect those 2 with these arches all the way down. Like that. And then the next 2. And the next 2. So as long as you do even numbers, this will always work, right? You have to do even numbers because you have to have 2 of them connect to each other. This one's a little less, it was a little less even up here at the top. But that's all right. So how was your guys' weekend? We're on starting a new week today, so that's good. What day is today? I'm looking. Oh, today is February 20th, which means that you're watching this while I am somewhere in the Pacific Ocean on a ship. Yay, me. Okay, I can see why on her sample she did something else in between these to break it up, because that looks kind of funny. Looks like it's missing something here in the middle of these. But I'm not gonna, I don't want to follow hers exactly. I'm gonna do something else. I don't know what yet. Maybe I'll put some muka in here. Shall I put some muka? Yeah. Maybe with a flux in the middle. Something like that. Okay. So we're going to do something around like this. Something up and around like this. Something that comes up and around like that. Up and around like that. Why, I don't know, because that's what I did. So I'm going to make them the same. Something like that. Okay. Yeah, so I will be out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. That will be awesome. It might be raining. It's raining today, so who knows? It might be raining that day too. I don't really care. I won't be home. That's the important part. Okay, I'm gonna leave it just like that. Simple, basic. I might, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet with shading. We'll see. This is called Maddie. Sign it. And do a little shading. Where do I want to shade? Okay, guys. What do I want to do? A little bit at the bottom of each of these. And maybe where that goes, a little bit where this overlaps. And then what? This. Maybe that on this side. Like that. Something like that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and zoom in a little bit so you can see. So I put a little bit here. Give a little rounding to that. A little bit here where it comes together. A little rounding and a little bit here. Like that. A little bit right here where it's overlapping that one. And there where it's overlapping. And then on this half, the white half of this shape, like that. So far, that's okay. I like that. We'll do that all the way around and then see if it needs anything else. There. And here. A little bit there, a little bit there. A little bit along there. And right there. So we're having another rainy day today. That's a lot for us. We've had a lot this year. That's a good thing. They've officially announced that we are out of drought. Not because of the rain that we've had down here, because the rain that we get down here, I mean, is great and we needed it, but it'll keep us, you know, from having to water our plants and stuff in the yard. But where we really need the water and the precipitation is the snowpack in the Sierras, and we got a lot of that this year, didn't we? That's good. That's where most of our drinking water comes from. Water that comes from the sky here. We don't really have a very good system of capturing that water. I don't understand why we don't. You would think we would. being as how we are in such a dry climate that they wouldn't just have storm drains that just run off into the ocean, but that they would collect this water somehow. But we don't, and I don't understand why. It would be easy to do. Well, not easy, but, you know, no major water infrastructure is what I would call easy, but it is possible. We could have reservoirs or holding tanks somehow that would, where we could keep some of this water. It's ridiculous that it just all runs out down the drain. Okay, that's cute. Do I want to just leave it like that? I feel like I don't have a thick one here. Well, I have some O3s. O3s are thicker. Take my little bit bigger. Yeah, no. It's not that much bigger. Thought I had no 5 in here. Nope, I don't. Farkle. Oh, farkle, farkle, farkle. I have a Sharpie pen. Sharpie pen will work. It won't bleed through. Okay, I've got a big nib Sharpie pen, which is about equal to an 8, I think. And I am going to, right in here, do some striping. But I want to fill in faster than with a 01 or an 02. That's just going to take forever. So I'm going to put a little bit of sparkle right down the middle. I'm going to use my bigger pen, my littler pen, as I get down to the bottom here, because these will be kind of small for, these ones down there are going to be kind of small. I'm just going to use this bigger nibbed one just for this part up at the top. And as I reach the center, I will move back to my regular drawing pen. Okay. This in real quick. Well, coloring is never real quick, but you know what I mean. It doesn't take long before the big nib is too big for your drawing. And go back to my smaller one. Feels like it's too wide. Right there. Okay. Made it a little bit thinner. I think that feels better to me. Same thing on that one. Okay. Okay. A bit skinnier. Feels like it's too fat. I want a skinnier bit. Yeah, more like that. Okay, same thing here. A little bit skinnier. Can always fill it in more. It's harder to put the white back in. You can with a little bit of white pen, but it doesn't look the same. So it's better to start out with the white a little bit bigger than you think you're gonna want, and then fill it in if you need to. Okay, that's better. All right. Oh, I like that. Now I think I want to do a little bit of really dark right here. Right, like that. And then get my little blending stump. Pull some of that out. This way. I've learned something from somebody else. I don't remember who it was that I was reading or watching, but they said if you take your pencil, like normally I would have just gone all the way across there instead of in each one of these little white bits. I would have just done the whole thing. But they said if you shade on top of your black, it actually makes a shiny spot, and it does the opposite of what you want, which is you want it to be shaded, and it turns out as a reflection because the graphite, the pencil, you can see it on the black as a highlight, and so it tends to do the opposite than what you actually want it to do, which I found very interesting. So this time I am only doing on the white a little more carefully, and I do see what they're talking about. I notice a difference. So I will be doing that from now on and not going all the way across with my pencil. All right, am I done? I think I'm done. I like that. You guys like that? I think I like that. I will see you tomorrow. You guys have a really great day. Go out and do something nice for somebody else. It's always a good thing. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.